Hi everyone, can somebody just confirm that you can hear me? I'm nice and clear. I'll give everyone a minute to just jump on. We're going to start off with this live video. I'm going to go through some of my favorite oils, share my story, and then afterwards there'll be an opportunity to ask questions and post on the thread and do some interacting that way as well. So hopefully you can hear me. I'm nice and clear, and we'll just jump right in. So I'll start with my journey into the oils. I'm a mom of 4, and 4 years ago when we had 3 children, I was home on maternity leave, and I was at a point where I was curious about natural options. I would say that I was a fearful mother. I was pretty quick to run to the walk-in clinic when we had, the first signs of anything. And I wanted to be proactive in whatever ways I could. And usually that looked like a prescription or something, to manage the fever, all that kind of stuff. And so I was at a point where I was ready to explore natural options just for wellness, to use with my children. I went to a home session and was super excited by what I heard. I couldn't wait to try the oils and see if they did all these amazing things that I was hearing about. And so, like I said, I had a newborn, so he was, I think, 2 months old at the time. And everything I tried worked. And I started to really do more research, and I was blown away by what I found. So within a year, I was actively sharing with other people because I wanted to empower other moms with this information that I had. And so oh, are we having trouble viewing the video? Oh no! Isn't technology great? Am I freezing on your end? Okay, I might keep going and then I can post it for those of you. It'll be posted afterwards for those of you who are having trouble keeping it up. It's freezing for lots of people. All right, I'm gonna keep going and then we'll repost it after, and it'll be a lot clearer the second time around. So I started sharing, and I had a due date to go back to work. I was going back to work after my mat leave, and I'm a teacher by trade. I loved teaching, but I loved my children more. And I was feeling super torn. I felt like I wanted to be there for the special moments in my kids' day, and I was determined to see what I could do to make that happen. And so I taught. I taught classes. I shared with anybody that would listen, basically people that wanted to be empowered with their health. And I was able to replace my teaching income. And so here we are, 4 years later. My husband has joined me at home now as well. He does a lot of our marketing and that kind of stuff, and we get to do this as our full-time careers, working part-time on our own schedule. So that's just kind of my journey, how it got me here today. I believe I'm still a teacher at heart, and so we homeschool our children now, and I love to empower other people with this information. So welcome to the class today, students. We're going to just talk about the oils and how they fit into your life, and I'll just share with you how I use them. So that way you'll have an idea of maybe where they would fit in your daily routine as well. So to get started, we'll just talk about seed to seal, because that is what sets Young Living apart. You can buy oils at the health food store, in the mall. There's lots of other oils out there. So I want to help you understand why Young Living, because I really do believe there's a huge difference in quality. And if you haven't tried them before, you will notice as soon as you've applied that 1 drop of peppermint right away, the potency and just how effective they are. So when we're using oils for therapeutic purposes, meaning we want to see health benefits, we want to make sure that what we're using is pure. Obviously, we don't want to use something that's more of a perfume or is just going to make the house smell nice, but with the trade-off of extra toxins in it or heavily diluted, then we're not going to get the benefits that we want. And so Young Living, they've got an amazing seed to seal process. You can check out www.seedtoseal.com. Basically, this means that right from the seed going into the ground, there's such care and attention. They do not use seeds that are genetically modified. The ground that they plant in has never been sprayed with pesticides, and the whole process is natural and organic right from the very beginning. You can actually go visit the farms. So if you're driving through Utah, pull over and you can get out and just walk right in, and they'll give you a tour. So it's pretty cool how transparent it is. and we've gotten to visit 5, actually 6, I think, of the farms now. So amazing to be part of a company that has such a heart for where its product comes from. And I think really, really, truly, not many companies can even tell you where their products are necessarily grown, and certainly don't have a hand in the process right from the beginning to the bottle. So that is something that sets us apart. Now, when it comes to safety with oils, just like anything else, we do want to, exercise caution in the sense that they are effective, they are powerful, and so some of the potential things you're going to want to keep in mind is that you don't want to ever put oils in your eyes or your ears or your mucous membranes, because it can cause irritation. If that ever happens accidentally, the good news is you can flush it out. It's not going to cause long-term damage, but you'll want to have a carrier oil on hand to flush it out. So great carrier oils are avocado oil, coconut oil. Young Living has a V6 oil, which is a blend of 6 amazing oils that are just great for dilution. You don't want to use like mineral oil or, canola oil, some of those. Just make sure you're sticking to those high quality oils. Diluting is also a great way to make the oils go further. So if you're wanting to do massage, or especially if you're using it on little ones, just a great idea to dilute as a rule of thumb, because it's going to neutralize any warming effect that the oil might have. Certain oils can cause a little bit of redness because, if they have cinnamon or something in it that's quite warming, then that's why you may experience a little bit of redness or discomfort. But just put some oil on it, some coconut or olive oil, and it'll go away right away. So how I use oils. I diffuse them. You can maybe see my little stream of air here. I love diffusing them. It is a great way to just impact the overall environment of your home. You can smell it right away, and often to make our houses smell nice, we're willing to trade off a whole bunch of chemicals. There's so many things out there, candles, things we can plug into the wall, sprays with a million ingredients on them. And unfortunately, while the smell, they might smell okay, you're also trading that off for different emotional side effects from breathing in the toxins. And so you may know that when you inhale something, it goes straight to your brain, right? The olfactory system is a powerful way to access the brain, and actually our sense of smell is linked directly to our amygdala, so here's your science lesson, which is responsible for your emotions. And so this is a key place to start if you're wanting to better manage your emotional support. What are you breathing in that could be having a harmful effect on you, and why not breathe in essential oils and also experience so many amazing benefits at the same time. So when you breathe it in, it actually affects the brain, it goes straight into the brain, and it's a great way to use certain oils to stimulate a better mindset if you're having an off day, or just, to purify the air, that kind of stuff. Another way we love to use oils is topically. So, it's pretty intuitive. If you have a sore shoulder, you can put the peppermint right on your shoulder. An upset tummy, right on your tummy. So for the most part, just put it right where the complaint is. Also though, a great place to apply with my children, this is their favorite place, is on the bottom of the feet, because the feet are extremely absorbent. It goes right into the pores, gets into the bloodstream within 20 seconds, but it's also not super sensitive. And you can put socks on if you don't want to smell it. So for certain oils, my kids don't like the smell, we put it on their feet and then put some socks on. So just a great way to get it into your body to support you for your health needs. Also on the spine is a great way to apply many of these oils. So I'll share a little bit more about specific oils and how I use them, but that's the general overview. If you live in the States, they actually have another line of oils that are labeled Vitality, and those ones we can recommend that you ingest. So you can add to water. Lemon oil, that's all that's in it, is lemon, right from the rind. And so it's got some amazing benefits by taking it that way. So when you get started, one thing I'm gonna mention before I even dive into anything else, make sure that when you're using oils, you're getting the best bang for your buck. So some people, might have Young Living oils and be paying retail price. It doesn't make any sense, because you can order oils at wholesale price right to your door without any fine print. There's nothing you need to do to get those oils at that price. So make sure that you are getting the best price. On top of that, if you're ordering monthly, for products like cleaners and replacing the oils as you use them up, you can absolutely be on a loyalty program doesn't cost a thing, and you get 10 to 25% back in cash-like product, or cash-like credit. You can basically just cash it in for free product, no problem at all. So make sure you keep that in mind so you're getting the best value when you're making that switch to a healthier lifestyle for your family. Now, let's just dive into the kit, okay? So this kit was put together in order to cover the average person's, day-to-day needs. 95% of your day-to-day needs you're going to be able to address with this kit. So in my opinion, this is a great place to start, because then you have what you need on hand when situations arise and you're not ordering it and waiting, a week for it to arrive. So we'll open the kit up here. It comes in a box like this. Nice handy little magnetic flap. In here there's a bunch of information, so make sure to look that over. And then the oils are here, which we're going to go through right away. But there's a second little spot back here, so don't miss it, because a lot of people don't even realize they get all these bonuses. So here's the bonus oil that comes for Canadians. It's called Northern Lights Black Spruce. This one is distilled in northern BC. So picture walking through the woods and all the beautiful aromas you smell from the trees. That's what this is. It's a forest in a bottle. Northern Lights Black Spruce, amazing just for grounding, helping feelings of nervousness, that kind of stuff. I'll just wear it on my wrists, or I love to diffuse it. In the US, you get a free stress away. So that's the difference between the two kits there. And then you're also going to get 2 samples of Ningxia Red and a little Thieves hand sanitizer. Who has tried this? This stuff is amazing. This bottle will last our family of 6 4 or 5 months, because you just need a tiny little amount on your hand. Oops. And it goes a long way. It'll moisturize instead of drying, and it has a nice pepperminty kind of fresh little after smell to it. So super, super great to have on hand to avoid the harsh alcohols and that kind of stuff in the regular hand sanitizers that many of us are using. So a great place to start to make a switch and get rid of some chemicals right off the bat there. So here's the oils. So you'll notice these are all the same size. This is the 5 ml size. So each of these bottles contains about 100 drops. When you go to reorder, you will have the option of ordering it in the 15 ml size, which has 300 drops. The cool thing is that means that you'll get to experience all these oils. This will last you a long time, but you'll go through some more quickly than others because you might be using some more often. And so when you go to reorder them, you'll get them in this bigger size at wholesale price, which is 24% off retail. So just a really great way to start, because then you can experience them all and then decide which ones you want to reorder as needed. So let's start off with lavender. So lavender is probably an oil you've heard of. It's a familiar scent in a lot of products that we buy. Lavender is amazing for the skin. It is actually approved by Health Canada to be used as a natural health product for cuts, minor burns, for bruises, for rashes. So this is one that we use often with 4 little children. In fact, they'll come to me and say, oh, I had a little cut from the paper, but Mom, I put lavender on it and it feels better. So it's just super, super easy to use. You put a couple drops on location and it soothes it, but it also helps it to get better quicker. Lavender is also amazing for calming and extremely great for sleep. So we use this one in the tub every time, a couple drops with some Epsom salts, and because the water's warm, it'll absorb into the body quickly, and the kids then are ready for sleep. You can diffuse it in their bedroom for the same purpose, or just put it on the soles of their feet, or make a little room spray and spray it across the pillows. Really, really good. I've had so many people share exciting stories about lavender, having breakthroughs for their young children who aren't sleeping at night, or their husband maybe who wakes up. So this is a really big game changer for a lot of people. One other tip I have for you is to add a drop of lavender into your mascara, and it's going to help your lashes stay nice and long and healthy, and it also is going to smell nice at the same time. You can also make a makeup remover out of lavender. There's a handy little recipe to make makeup remover pads with lavender, so really, really great. The next oil is peppermint. So I love to use peppermint for headaches. I put it just on my temples, across my forehead, on the back of the neck. This one is great. You'll feel the cooling effect right away. If you're warm in the summer or having a hot flash, put a couple drops, rub it on the back of your neck, and you'll feel it almost instantly just cool the body. We use this on our kids' feet when they're warm, and a great one also for the tummy. When you feel the sensation on your neck, you'll know what I mean, because just rubbing it on the tummy has an amazing effect for any kind of digestive or upset tummy issues. And peppermint smells really great, so kids have no trouble letting you put this on them. So yeah, I'd love to know what you guys use peppermint for. One other thing is sore, tired muscles, and Health Canada has approved it to be recommended use for rheumatoid arthritis. So right on the joints, just rubbing it right in, and you're gonna experience some amazing relief. Next up is lemon. So lemon is an oil that we love to keep in the kitchen. I'll add it to my water when I bring my fruit and veggies home and just soak them to help clear, clean them off. It's gonna help them last longer, but also get rid of anything on the surface that I don't want there. Also an amazing cleaner. So any kind of residue that you do not want, you're gonna wanna put lemon on it. I'm talking like sap, gum, tar, permanent marker, couple drops of lemon, let it soak, and then watch it come right off. It's amazing. We have so many stories, I couldn't tell you them all. But one is tar off of Jamie's white car. It just came right off, and I mean, we couldn't get it off before we put the lemon on. Permanent marker on the piano bench. I mean, yeah, we've got lots of stories. But lemon is just an amazing one to get rid of extra residue. Great to add to your cleaner for the tub or the toilet, that kind of thing, because it's gonna help remove that extra buildup. And the other thing is that it's also great, approved by Health Canada, to be used for cough and cold, the symptoms of cough and cold. So rubbing it on the throat when you have a sore throat, on the chest of your little ones, and again, has a great smell. So just really, really great one to use through the winter during cough and cold season to boost your immunity. The next one is the king of all oils. So this one you've probably heard of, you may not have smelt, because we don't generally find this as a common fragrance in our healthcare products. But frankincense is by far my favorite oil. I can't get enough of it. I think for me the biggest thing is just when I inhale it, I can feel the difference it makes. It affects my mood, it goes straight to the brain, we talked about that already, but the effect it has just on kind of resetting my outlook and my perspective is amazing. So a great one to diffuse if your kids are having an off day. Frankincense is also amazing for the skin. So if you want to have youthful, glowing skin, frankincense is the one to use. Any kind of like skin imperfection, like blemish, warts, skin tags, moles, use frankincense. You can even make up just a little lotion by putting some coconut oil with a few drops in a little jar by your sink in your bedroom, and just use it around your eyes and on the skin just to keep your skin healthy and feeling great. Also great for scar tissue. So this one is amazing for all things skin related, and it's my go-to for mood. Next oil. This one, I'm sure you've no doubt heard of it, because often people have heard of it before they've even heard of Young Living. So this is Thieves. It's Young Living's signature blend. This is a blend of lemon, eucalyptus, rosemary, clove, and cinnamon. And so together it makes a powerhouse just for using to relieve symptoms of cough and cold, because again, it has lemon in it. Clove is also amazing for cough and cold. So a great one to use on the throat. You'd want to dilute this one just because of the cinnamon. On the throat, on the chest, bottoms of the feet, and definitely on the spine for little ones. A great one to diffuse for the same reason, just to purify the air and keep everyone feeling well. It also, because it has clove in it, has some amazing benefits for oral care. So if you dilute it a little bit and put it on the gums, if you've got a sore spot or a problem tooth, that kind of thing, I've heard some amazing stories of Thieves not only taking the pain away, but helping resolve it. So Thieves is amazing. There's a whole line of Thieves products because of how amazing it is. So cleaners, oral care like toothpaste, that's what got us hooked actually on Young Living, was their toothpaste. Laundry, so basically just everything in your home that's probably quite toxic that you're using every day, they've got something to replace it. So Thieves is incredible. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, I think that's good. So just a really great one we go through it a ton in the winter for sure. Next up is Panaway. This oil is reminiscent of A535. So this was the oil my husband first said, oh, I recognize the smell of that. And he got behind it because he said, well, I'm sure it's menthol in it. It's got all the same things that you would expect in a muscle rub, but without all the extra additives. And so you can use this just right on location. Amazing for sore muscles, joints, menstrual cramps, growing pains, anything like that. Like just rub it right on location. It's got wintergreen in it, helichrysum, and clove as well as peppermint. So again, I can tell you that it's great for rheumatoid arthritis, for joint and muscle pain, and it smells amazing. So this one is like, smells like gum. I've also heard people say it smells like root beer or wine gums, but super, super yummy. But you wouldn't probably want to eat it. And then the next oil we will jump into is copaiba. So this one has some similar properties to frankincense, but it's got a milder scent. So for, you know, for the brain, for your mood, that kind of thing, a great one to use if you're going to work and you don't want to smell like frankincense. I use this one with my children too because it's just so gentle and mild. But it's also an amplifier. So if you use it with any other oil, like let's say peppermint on your joints for rheumatoid arthritis, put copaiba on with it and it's just going to amplify the effects of that oil and multiply it. So that's copaiba. It comes from the jungles of Ecuador. What should we do next? Digest. We'll do digest. So digest is basically anything digestive. Any tummy trouble that you can imagine, this would be the oil you would grab. So just rub it right on your tummy. It doesn't smell great, but it works amazing. So you don't probably need to dilute this one. Just right on the tummy, and you'll feel the effects right away. Great. It's got ginger in it, which is great for gas, for bloating. Patchouli, which relieves flatulence, so that's important. And lemongrass for digestive discomfort. So it's basically got all the oils in it that come from the spices that our grandparents probably would have used, like ginger, fennel, anise, tarragon, and it soothes the stomach really quickly. You'll actually often feel your stomach start to gurgle and bubble even from just putting it on topically. So a great one to have for any kind of stomach upset or thing that's going around. Purification, we've got 2 oils left. Purification is great for purifying. So any kind of odor, you're gonna grab purification. You wanna diffuse it to get rid of fishy smells or if you've burnt dinner, bottom of the garbage pail, that kind of stuff. But it's also got citronella in it, which is amazing for deterring pests in the summer. So you could make your own little spray or just apply it to your shoulders and watch them go away. Or the other thing it's great for, it's got myrtle, which is amazing for coughs and colds. So just again, rubbing it on the throat and you'll experience the benefits that way. I've got a ton of questions coming down. I'm not going to answer them right now just because then I'm going to get confused, but we will for sure comment on the thread. And if anybody out there has answers, please comment on some of those questions because I know many of you are already using these oils. And then the last oil in the kit is RC. So this was the first blend that Gary Young actually made. I think it stands for respiratory, I don't know, congestion maybe, but it's amazing for, again, just rubbing on the chest, rubbing on the back. It's gonna remind you of Vicks Vapor Rub. So use it for the same thing you'd use that for, but without all of the, petroleum byproducts and that kind of stuff. So really, really amazing. Just put it on and you'll feel the benefits right away. Great one to add to the bath as well for those kind of symptoms. And just for helping with respiratory support of any kind, this would be the one to grab. You can rub it on your feet, on your back, or your chest. So that is the Premium Starter Kit. As I said, the best way to order this kit is to, well, first talk to the person who invited you to this event. They can help you get started, but you can also, in Canada, add that to your loyalty program. So right away you could get 10% back right off the price of the kit before you've even placed another order. So that's amazing. And basically with Essential Rewards, which is the loyalty program, what you're doing is you're committing to spending 50 PV a month, which is about the value of a Thieves and a lemon, or a toothpaste, a cleaner, and a lavender. So things that you're gonna use each and every month, but you're gonna get 10% back. After 3 months, you're going to get 20% back, and after 2 years on the program, you're gonna get 25% back. So we get 25% back. On every $100 we spend, we're getting $25 instantly showing up as a credit towards free product. So that's how I'll buy, some of my favorite oils that I like to use for perfume that are a bit more expensive, like jasmine, or some of the beauty care products that I love. So really, really great way to get a bunch of stuff for free. And often it's stuff that it's likely stuff you're buying anyway, like cleaners and toothpaste and laundry detergent. And because it's so potent, you don't need to use very much. It goes a really, really long way. If you're interested in knowing how to get your kit paid for, basically once you have a kit, you're gonna have people wonder, like, how did you get that diffuser? That's what happened to me. Like, what do you smell like? You smell amazing. Or what did you just put on your kid's finger when they came to you crying? And so that's how it started. But if 3 people that you know choose to purchase a kit, basically your kit will be paid for. So that's a nice little extra bonus. I encourage you to check out our website, www.oilculture.com, because we've just launched a series of webinars for more information like this, like the science behind the oils, some of the more in-depth stuff on the cleaners, vitamins, that kind of stuff. So go there to register for those webinars. And yeah, just you can register and you can share with other people. We just would love to empower and educate. That's my passion. For the first 5 people who decide to jump on it and get a kit today with a friend who invited you, or directly with us if we were the ones that invited you, you will get a special gift from us. So you'll see the details come through on the thread, but we'd love to just thank you and send you an extra little something. Stay tuned here now on the thread. You're going to see some graphics come up, and for those of you who are visual learners, just all of this info that I've shared with you in a more concise format, just written out for you to see and share. You can download the graphics and save them if you want, to remember how to use some of these oils. And I just want to thank you for your time. I hope you feel empowered just to even start thinking about some of the natural ways that you can make a big difference in your home by eliminating some of the toxins that you're exposed to in a day and experiencing not only the physical benefits, but the emotional ones. Because as you clear some of that stuff out of your home, you'll feel the difference right away. And especially in little children, I can tell a huge difference in my children from when we started using those oils. And I'm just a different mom now. I don't operate out of fear, and I get to empower my children to make choices about their health and ask questions about what it is that we're taking, and save those important medical things that are available to us for when we need them. So I hope you feel empowered. I appreciate you taking the time. I'll get to all your questions here on the thread, and enjoy the rest of the event here as it shows up on the live Facebook feed. Have a great day.